Okay, we'll be starting very soon. Hello, and
Hello.
we just had a little, very tiny accident with the
champagne.
drinks. Champagne. Yeah.
Champagne.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's pretend it was champagne.
Okay, background music is DJ Hoffman, Way to Root from the Amiga demo, playing on the 486 on the Gravis Ultrasound on the official Mod Master XT 1.0 release by Freddy Vettler, or whatever his name is. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. It's French. And yeah, tonight we'll be. Let me do this a little bit smaller.
Yes.
So this is our patient today, and this is a GameGear in actually pretty okay condition. So the front glass is a little bit scratched, but way better than the orange one that I restored. Okay, the orange one was the same color originally, but it got in a new shell and a new glass and everything. And the case was terrible. This case is actually pretty neat.
I never actually looked at it. Can I just have a look?
Yes. Yeah. And
I can turn it around, right? Without stuff coming out.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's quite nice.
Okay, that was DJ Hoffman. Oh, Hoffman. Great. Let's switch this
cool.
off.
There you go.
Sorry for blowing out your speakers.
No, everyone's awake.
So the problem with this, with the GameGear itself is there are like a ton of these black electrolytic capacitors here. And the GameGear was released in 1990 or 1991, I'm sure. I think 1990 or something.
So that was later than the Game Boy, right?
Yeah, maybe it was 1980. I think it was a little bit later than the Game Boy. The differences are, this is color, which the Game Boy wasn't, with an interesting display, and it has a backlight. This is a cathode tube, basically a discharge lamp. Very power hungry. But the main problem are these black capacitors. They are SMD style capacitors which are not built like this anymore. And they start to leak after like 20, 30 years. And hi Mr. Pigs. And they just fail. So the problem with this one is it powers up and then turns off immediately afterwards. And first...
So you tried it out?
Yes.
Okay.
And the seller also tried it out and he said, yeah, well, it's probably just capacitors. Because that's the first thing you have to do with GameGears. Replace the capacitors because all the black ones are dead. There are more capacitors on the two other PCBs that you have. There is the power PCB, which has the power switch and the DC input, and also takes the battery input basically and transforms it to different voltages, to 5 volts for the main PCB and to I think plus 34 volts for the cathode tube, because it requires higher it also says Hochspannung because there's a little transformer here
I just wanted to
which
ask,
transforms the 34 volts to I don't know a kilovolt, or I don't know, you can look it probably up, but it's definitely high voltage because you need high voltage for cathode tubes.
Stupid question, but you need to be careful. Why? Because if it's open and switched
It
off...
can zing you.
Okay.
If it's powered on, or if the capacitors are not discharged, then you can get a zap.
Okay.
And it can hurt pretty badly. You probably won't die, but it's a bit dangerous.
Yeah.
Especially if it's running.
Don't risk it though.
Okay, so this board provides all the different power lines. And there are a couple of electrolytic capacitors. For now, we will assume that they are good. But I don't know for sure. Also, there are some more modern looking SMD style capacitors on this board. This is the sound board. It has the volume wheel and the headphone jack. And it has the... Oh no, it doesn't have. That's all it has, basically. But the machine will function without this board. It will not function properly if this is broken, but we'll see. If it powers up after recapping this, then I think this board is good. Otherwise, we could swap this board for the one that we have in the orange, or basically just take the back shell of the orange one and plug our main board into that, which would be sufficient.
Okay.
So for tonight, I would suggest we try to desolder all the black capacitors and try to replace them with these things here. There are different capacitors that you can use for replacement. Last time I started out with regular electrolytic capacitors which look like, let me see if I have one in my stash here. No, I think I cleaned up, but like the regular can-like things that look like little batteries. But the problem is they are huge compared to all these things, so they stick up, and there are spots here, these golden spots, which you probably can see if I turn it like this. So there's a spot here, here, and here, and there's a big spot here, and those are places where the back shell actually rests on this thing. So you can't move the electrolytic capacitors so that they are above these things. Then you can't shut the GameGear anymore.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Why does it say 22nd of October 22nd?
Where?
Right here. I mean, that's probably supposed to mean something else.
I have no idea.
But I thought, is that an expiration date or something?
I don't know. Actually, maybe. This is the cartridge port. That's where the game cartridges come. And
well, I'm pretty sure it's actually not a date, but I just...
If we can make this work. I'm not even sure we will finish it today, because it takes quite a bit of time. But if we make it work, there could still be problems. The screen could still be bad, because they were using LCD screens of like very inferior technology compared to today's screens. So with the other one, I actually had a bad screen, and I had to replace it with a modern screen, which I will do eventually on this one anyway, because the modern ones, there you desolder the cathode tube and use the LED backlighting of the modern screen, which uses way less power, so your battery life will be much better.
Oh, look at that!
We got a center shock in our package, which is nice. And we got a tiny package of capacitors here.
Wow.
So they supply us with, I think, all the capacitors for the power board and the main board. I don't think they supply us with any of... maybe the SMD ones can be used. And I think they can be used for the soundboard as well. But we will mostly use the ones for the main board today. I don't think we will get to use anything else. I'll put this aside for now. They have, like this is from Retro Rides, they are called. And they have instructions which capacitor belongs where. But we can also look it up. These have the numbers on them, like it says 10, 10, 100, 100, 33. And what do we have here? R47. Oh, that's interesting. Well, 47 probably microfarad. And 4.7, I think, and 22. Okay, yeah, we will have to check, but they are color coded and there's instructions on the internet with the color coding. But as I said, first order will be to desolder and then maybe it works, but we might still have problems. I'm thinking if I should take this out, it's probably a good idea. The thing is, then we will have the screen flapping around. So maybe I won't take it out.
Okay.
Maybe it's actually better to just leave it as it is. Perhaps. But I might use a little bit of protection here, like this. Well, let's hope we don't burn anything. Yeah. The other issue with these black capacitors is...
So, these are the black boxes, right?
Yeah, exactly. Okay. They are actually glued and soldered.
Okay.
I don't know why they glued them, perhaps to help the soldering process. But basically we will have to a little bit rip them off. And that's pretty nasty, because then you run the risk of ripping off pads, and that's bad. And the pads are basically the places where you solder, and that's only like printed and glued onto the PCB, and you can basically rip it off. Last time I did that, I was lucky. I didn't rip off anything, but you never know.
Yeah, let's not do it this time either.
Jigo is here. Hello.
Hi.
Good morgen. Guten Morgen. Moin moin. I will put some flux here.
You know, you should move a little bit more to the middle,
Yeah,
because otherwise the stream will just be me eating and drinking.
The thing is, the resolution is, I can't zoom in because it's the free version of the camera app.
I know.
And I don't want to pay €5 a month for subscription, because then I could do a lot more.
Hold on, let's cheers. Good luck. Let's not rip off anything.
Let's start with one of these, with the 10 microfarad.
Okay, I'll just keep eating. That's gonna be the loot and eat stream.
Yes.
Awesome.
Perfect.
And drinking as well. So we're doing all the things we like: eating, drinking, soldering.
Oh, this one is really sticky. I think last time I used this.
So is that a common procedure that things are soldered and glued together?
No, nowadays you don't do that.
Okay, but back then?
Back then I think they were experimenting with these kinds of things. Okay, got the first one. It's I think a tiny microfarad one.
Show it to the people.
here
It's like basically at the dentist. Look, this is what I pulled out.
And yeah, they are basically all bad.
Can I touch them?
Yes.
Yeah, great. Wow, it's super hot. Ouch.
Oh, sorry.
That's why I asked, can I touch him? Because I was afraid that was going to happen.
I didn't know that it was
No, that's
hot.
fine. Don't worry about it.
We probably need to clean the PCB, but there's also a problem there.
Okay.
Last time I did clean the PCB, I had the screen in, the new screen, and the isopropyl alcohol seeped in between the layers of the screen, and then I suddenly had a cloudy screen that you could just throw away. Because you will never get it out of there, basically. What we can immediately try to do is take our component tester, which is basically here.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
And we can try. I can try to get the two leads to touch somewhere. Now this should touch to the two pads here, and then I can run the test, hopefully. And it says it has 128 microfarads with an ESR of 0.14 kilo ohms, 140 ohms. That's extremely high. So it should be in a couple of ohms at most, at the very most, and it has 140 ohms.
Okay, so that's too much, and that's why we need to remove it.
And the weird thing is it says 128 microfarads. So basically, I don't know. Maybe I measured wrong, or this thing is totally broken. It also has a much higher capacity, I think, than it said before.
Maybe it's just totally broken.
It's perhaps totally broken, yes. Most likely. We should try to see if we get the replacement. Here, Ersatzkondensatoren. So here are the. Here they say which are which. So this is for the. Okay, another thing. This GameGear variant has two so-called ASICs, application-specific integrated circuits. Those are special circuits which actually say SEGA. So SEGA had them made. I don't think they had a fab, but they had them made by someone else. And later revisions for coast cutting used only one special chip, which was a bit larger. And they have instructions here for both variants, I think. No, I swiped.
Ah, there you go.
Here, okay. So, yeah, these are the 10 microfarad ones. Okay, good. Those are the green ones.
Can I just have a first?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to have a look at the bag.
Yeah, please.
Okay.
So
all of these are in there.
Yep, and I'm gonna remove the next one very carefully with all this stuff here.
So no one's in the. Ooh, you're burning.
Oh god, this one is falling apart actually.
Oh god.
It's breaking apart. Yeah. Managed to remove it.
And this is. I don't want to touch that one. Thank you very much.
This is actually like the casing. They are actually like tiny. I can show it because the casing broke off.
Yes.
Those are like the cheap version of the SMD capacitor because they're actually just little metal cans like the regular electrolytic capacitors, just mounted on the side with a little plastic casing. Yeah. Let's switch back to the chat, otherwise we won't see if someone's talking, but no one is. Okay, those are the 10 microfarad ones. We might want to clean that up later, yeah. Or maybe now. Let's do that now, because then we can replace piece by piece and don't get confused. So we need the green ones.
So
and I need
how many do you have to get off in total, all of these?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, which is fine, Oh, there's one large one, the 100 microfarad one. I think we need to replace that as well. Yes. This huge one up there.
So just a question.
Yes. But let me first fetch something.
Okay. It was going to be an awesome question. But yeah. We're going to ask that when he's back. Let me just get some more champagne.
Yeah, the
Champagne.
question was?
The question was, I wanted to get some more champagne, but that was not the question. So these, the plastic colored things, so the red, and that's where you take the stuff out, right? You don't solder
you
in
did
with
that. You did the SMD stuff.
Yeah, I know.
And these are like big reels for pick and place machines, but they cut it to size just a few.
No, but you have to take them out of there, right?
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. It's just the same. They just colored it so that we have it easier to identify them. Oh, we don't have much.
I have
luckily
this.
I have more up there.
Do you?
Yes, in a glass bottle. But I like better the metal cans. So I'm gonna use some isopropyl alcohol to wipe off the flux. Let's hope that no trace has been damaged here. Because that we will figure out later. But usually, because the problem is they glue those things on the traces. So that's pretty nasty. Oh, okay, I need more Q-tips.
Let me just go.
No, I have.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have some here.
No, that's fine. Okay.
Maybe later.
Just let me know.
And maybe. Okay, it's pretty sticky. And I'm trying to not destroy the LCD screen this time.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not sure if the pad here is gone or not. I hope not, otherwise we will have fun repairing that. Let's see. Okay, no, that looks good. I think it's taking on solder. That's pretty neat. Okay. I'm gonna put some fresh solder now on there. Okay, and I will put a little bit of flux on there, and then you can already try and take out, what was it, green?
Yeah.
I think green are the 10 microfarad. Yes, we need 2 green ones. And that would be...
What did you say, 2?
Green ones.
But 2, right?
Yes, because we removed 2.
Okay.
So we're gonna replace them with 2 fresh ones.
And how do I...
You can peel off like the
green stuff. Do you have the... Thank you very much. Oh yeah, now I remember.
Right.
It's like 3 weeks ago and I'm just like... What did I do?
So we're in luck. Over there, the pads are actually shiny, so it means there's still copper under there.
Very good.
So I assume that they will just work.
Yeah, just put it there.
Klappt's? Oder soll ich mal? Nee, klappt, ne? So, reicht, wenn du 2 aufmachst, genau.
Ja.
Kannst mal hier drauf tun.
Let's not sneeze now.
And then I need the pincers. So, first one, put them just here. So let's hope. Those are actually pretty large. They are much smaller SMD caps here, so it should be pretty easy to solder if they don't move around too much.
That looks quite tricky though, right?
True. But I think, okay, this one is a bit crooked, but I think it should work. So these are actually pretty large for SMD capacitors. The neighboring ones that they used here are much smaller footprint. There are even smaller ones like the C73 here, it's tiny. And of course this is, today we can build high capacity SMD capacitors like these, but back in 1990 I think they didn't have the technology to get these high capacities in such a small package. That's why they used these weird ones.
Oh, okay.
And another advantage of the ones that we are using here is they just can't leak like the old ones. Because these are ceramic and they don't have any electrolytes in there to leak. Whereas the others are basically batteries and they have like fluid electrolytes.
Oh, okay. I see. Yes?
I'm a bit unhappy with my soldering here, but
Let me have a look.
they're both a bit crooked.
No, you did great.
But okay, won't get any better today. Okay, yeah, seems to be a quiet stream. Not many people.
Saturday, probably.
Probably soccer on TV or something.
People are partying or something.
Yeah, sure.
No?
Maybe, I don't know. Okay.
Or out for dinner.
2 down, 8 to go.
Dun, dun, dun.
I will take the next 10 microfarad ones, I think. There are 2 more, like this one here.
Okay.
Oh, what? They want... No, not yet, okay. Please. But this here says... Let's have a look. Ah, okay.
Oh, I see, okay.
They say we should place a 10 microfarad one here. Well, okay. If they say, then I'll do. And there is one over here. Okay, good. Because this one here actually doesn't say 10.
But
okay, now I can see the live view. Okay, good. Okay,
yeah.
let's take off the 10 over here and always use enough flux to not...
So, but still I'm wondering, because these are much smaller than
Yes?
the capacitors that you're just desoldering, so how does that actually fit?
You mean how did they achieve that they can make them smaller? Or
No. How do they fit on there?
oh, actually the pads have the right spacing, so
Okay.
they are actually, because it's not, they are not over this length, the pads, but they are at the bottom, and those are spaced just in the right amount.
Okay, I see.
Basically.
So, but you're not desoldering with your desoldering iron, right?
The desoldering gun is only for through-hole mounted stuff.
See, I never knew that.
So only if it has pins that goes through the...
Yeah, I get it, yeah.
Come on.
It also makes a disgusting noise. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
But you want me to smell it or you want me to touch it again? Because I'm not
You can taste it, it's done.
Yeah, let me lick it.
Okay, next is this one over here. I don't like the crunching sound. That's that's the glue going away.
Feeling the same way. Like it really sounds. Also, again, it sounds like you're ripping out teeth.
Yeah,
like when you're at the dentist and
Be very careful because there are a lot of other components over there. Okay, that's it.
Oh, but that's a big one, right?
Yeah. Luckily, there is
Like those heated tweezers seem to work well for removing tiny SMD parts when hot air is impractical.
That's true. Temporary, there are like you can have this like with a tweezer.
I don't think that you can see that. You can.
Okay, I mean this thing here you can have as a tweezer.
Oh wow!
But,
really?
The problem is that doesn't help with this one in particular, but it helps with the with these things here, because there are 2 pads on each side, and then you can just pick it like this, wait until it's heated, and then plug it off. Mm-hmm. With those it works. With these ones it doesn't, and I don't have them. The problem is we need to work with what we got here, and first and foremost we have like everything here is budget. Everything is cheap. This one is like a cheap knockoff.
But you have different tips for the
of course. The soldering iron is actually pretty nice, but it's still a cheap one. So no tweezers. Exactly. So heated tweezers would be fine, but we just don't have them. If anyone wants to donate,
just want to say, if you want to send them to us, just
please
ahead.
Send us a message. We will give you the address, where to send it.
You can bring it. You
can also just send money.
Champagne.
Yeah. And cider. I got a cider.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we can take out 2 more of the 10.
Yeah, I don't like this.
You can take out 2 more of the 10 microfarad.
Of the green stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
Please. While I retin the pads.
Ding! There you go. I'm so afraid because they're so small. Like even on the wooden table, it's so hard to see them, and I'm so scared that I sneeze or cough, and then they're just gone.
Okay, more flux.
I'm a bit happy that I don't have to do it this time, because soldering
I
this small stuff is really awful.
This is definitely, repairing a GameGear is definitely would be it's good if you have a little bit of practice.
Yeah.
And I'm not even. I did a lot of mistakes during my first try, and when I figured out that these kinds of capacitors are available, I thought, why didn't I start with these? Because they are a million times easier to get onto there. And I was very afraid of breaking anything with these. And I actually broke the audio board. With the audio board, I ripped off so I needed to buy a new one.
I remember.
Because I thought, okay, either I spend hours repairing or I spend the like $20 or $30 to just buy a new one. I still have the original audio board, but maybe I will at some point. Come on.
Maybe when you're really bored, you want to do that.
If I'm really bored, I will do the board.
Wow, that was amazing. I love doing air quotes today. Today's air quote day.
I hope you're not too
I'm not too? What?
bored, because you can't do much at the moment.
No, I mean, I'm done eating now. I still have stuff to drink. That's nice. So, and I will make sure that I open the window when it's time. But since it's gotten colder outside, I really need to find a balance between I'm not going to freeze so much and we're not going to die from the fumes in here. So, yeah. Let's find out whether I find the right balance or we just all die.
Okay, that's not super terrible.
No, that's great.
Not great, not terrible.
Oh.
Okay.
What's that?
That's this thing is for cleaning the desoldering gun.
And for barbecue.
Or for doing COVID tests in your nose.
Oh, gross! Gross!
It goes like this.
Yeah.
Actually, it needs cleaning because I can't get it through.
There you go.
But not today. Not today. Okay, those were, I think, the green ones.
You took them both,
Let's
or we
switch
lost one?
to the blue. I took both. Let's switch to the blue ones. Not yet, not yet, not yet.
No, let me just get it out of the bag because they're really tiny and.
Now that they're out of the bag.
But do they have the same size? Yeah, they do, right?
The blue ones.
They're all just small.
I'm already taking bets if it will work or not.
Of course it will.
We need to borrow the batteries from the other. I don't have enough batteries. Or maybe I do, not sure. It takes 6 AA batteries, so it's really power hungry.
How much did the Game Boy take? Also 6, right? Or
No,
was it 4?
I think the original one 4, and the later the color 2, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
But did the GameGear also have a battery pack?
Yes, you could buy a battery pack.
Yeah, the Game Boy had, okay. A couple of my friends had that. I was very jealous.
I didn't have any portable console back in the day.
I had a Game Boy. I loved my Game Boy.
But I would have taken either. Okay, this one. Okay, and then this one. There's a very small transistor right next to the one that I'm desoldering now. I hope I don't damage it or desolder it.
Keep my fingers crossed for you.
Come on, come on, come on. Heat up, bitch. Sorry. I'm gonna get demonetized.
Probably. Keep drinking, keep drinking.
Okay. Done.
Okay.
We are halfway through. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left.
No, that's not halfway
of
through.
10.
Oh, yeah, then that's... I thought of 8. And I was just like, no, that's not halfway through. I know better.
I think it was, I said 10, right? Because we replaced 4
it might
already.
be. It might be you counted, and at 8 my brain was like, okay, we're done.
1,
It's 8.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, I think it's 11. Okay. Well, we're more or less halfway through.
Yeah, okay. Anyways, I only counted 8. Is there a no brand name word for Q-tips in English?
I don't think so.
Wow.
Maybe. I don't know. Okay.
Cotton sticks, maybe. I don't know.
Swaps, maybe?
Oh, yeah,
swaps?
yeah, that's
Something.
true. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna retin. Do you have the blue ones?
Yeah,
at hand?
but I don't have it open. I need
Okay,
the tweezers.
please take 2 out.
I cannot because I don't have the tweezers.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, I have. My hands are tiny, but not that tiny. Oh, come on. Both? I should take both out?
Yes, we need both.
Okay, then... There you go. Oh, crap. Damn it! No! Oh.
Okay.
There you go.
Those are the blue ones. Let's double check. Those are
Can
the
the
blue
people
ones.
see
Yes.
that? No.
No, they can't see my screen. We just have the website with the instructions on the screen. So we don't place the wrong capacitors. Okay, this is a lot of flux. But better than too little amount of flux. Because you can basically never have too much flux.
Eat, drink, solder, and repeat. Yes, exactly. That's my second glass of champagne. It's actually sparkling wine is what they call it, right?
I think champagne is just the same, but from a different region in France.
Yeah, but it sounds like we're a lot more fancy than we actually are, and I don't want to pretend it's champagne if it's not. But yeah.
Okay, looks good. And there's so much flux on here now. But I'm wary of actually cleaning it off with too much isopropyl alcohol because of the screen.
Yeah, I know. Let's not. Let's just not do that
Stefan,
again.
hello. Stefan is also from DOS Reloaded.
Oh, hi.
Next up, I think now we only
So I
have
can
red ones left, right?
Basically, no, that's not true. We have one.
Yeah, I know, but these are for the ones that you still have got are for the other boards, which means we now only have red ones left.
Yeah, and then
that's
quite
true.
a number.
So
Probably
the red
can't see
ones
that, but-
are the 100 microfarad.
Yeah.
The blue ones were 1 microfarad. And this one here is gonna be a pain. I probably have to rip it off. Or snip it off, maybe? I will probably snip it off. Because I can't get in here with the soldering iron without damaging this little transformer thingy.
You want to just quickly lift that up and show that? Because we all can see.
Yeah, okay. So basically there is one very long capacitor here.
This one, yes.
And I can't get in here. Typical says, you can pretend on the internet it's what people do. You're drinking handmade champagne custom made by Linus Torvalds.
It's champagne.
Exactly. And we're using artisanal capacitors built by free roaming cows or something.
Yes.
Okay,
Organic
so
cows.
this one here will be fun. But I will do the other ones here first because they're actually easier. They're just easier.
Do you already need the red stuff?
No,
Okay.
because first I just take all 4 off because now they are all the same. I didn't want to mix up different capacitors because otherwise we get totally confused.
That's why I'm not, sorry to interrupt you, that's why I'm not an influencer, because I cannot pretend I'm drinking champagne. I need to be honest.
Crap.
Oh, and I swear too much.
Yeah, people, please watch all the advertisements because we need the money because we swear too much.
Oh, we swear too much? I need money because I swear too much?
Yeah, because then we get demonetized
okay.
quick before YouTube notices.
Yeah, but I have a good hair day today. Maybe they won't do it.
Maybe they're more lenient with women. I'm not sure.
Well, actually, they shouldn't be. They should be.
Yeah.
You know. We don't want.
Same
I just want to say we don't want special treatment, but yes, we do. But we're not going to open that discussion now.
Come on.
You can do it.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, let me.
No, it's hot.
I know.
This one is actually rather large.
Shame on you if you.
It's interesting because they didn't. These are definitely different sizes. They are not all 100 microfarad, but they probably said, good enough.
Yeah. Okay.
Because this one is here 68 actually, but they took 100 instead.
Okay.
Well, they probably know what they're doing.
But is it a problem if they're like the new ones are bigger or have?
Actually, it could be depending on what the capacitor is used for, because they can be used for filtering, they can be used for oscillators. Then it sometimes matters pretty exactly what kind of capacitor and what capacity and even what style of capacitor you got. Okay, got it.
Okay.
But it's not always the case. Now comes the third one. This is still an easy one. But then comes the tricky one.
Okay, but the tricky one is the last one?
Yes.
Okay.
Best. I save up the best for last.
Yeah. The best.
I think with the old GameGear I was contemplating desoldering this port here to get to that side. But I don't think I did that. I'm not even sure it will help. Stefan says, eggs, salmon and handcrafted beer in front of a table of retro hardware. Only downside watching on a cheap tablet. Okay, yeah, then guten Appetit. That sounds like a very, very nice dinner. The cheap tablet is okay. We don't see that.
Well then, cheers with the champagne.
All right. Good. So the problem here is getting in there. Can I get in there?
I feel the need to leave the room. Because that makes me really nervous.
My snips are almost too
God.
big to fit in there. Oh, I can just lift it up. And then I can, in between there with my soldering iron.
Very good. Oh,
Well,
so
that-
you lifted it now?
Yeah, because it was glued in very weakly.
Oh.
So now one leg is off
Good.
the PCB, I think.
Come on, one more leg to go. You can do it.
I have to burn through the casing a little bit. Which is nasty.
Ich weiß nicht, was ich darauf sagen soll.
Okay, Siri just reacted. And it's very interesting.
Okay, we won't repeat what...
This is so weird.
Okay, I will type it in the chat. Perhaps.
Yes, please do so.
Okay, Siri understood or reacted to, and I'm not gonna say it. And that's some weird.
What did you say? I don't know
Listen.
what to say about that.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, neither do I.
I don't even know where she got that from. We have to disclaim that we are both work for a company that does automatic speech recognition and which also did the initial version of Siri.
Yeah.
You
But
can-
both we were not working on that. We were different
that
departments.
was and I was not working with the company.
That's true. I
at
was,
that
but
time.
totally different department.
So you can Google and look that up and guess which company that is, or was, because we split.
The company, not
The split, yeah, the company.
we didn't.
So it's always a pet peeve of ours to notice when Siri does some mistakes,
And it's also,
either while pronouncing things or while recognizing speech.
I rather find it interesting, and that was one of the situations that when Siri just spoke unless or no one had said something to trigger.
Yeah, we didn't say "Hey Siri," so
Now you did. Merp. Yeah, now she does react. But once we also had a
no, she didn't listen. No,
Yeah,
she
exactly.
didn't
But
listen.
once we also had a situation where we were talking with each other during, I think, breakfast. Yeah, I need the tweezers.
I need
Thank you.
5, I think.
And then I was asking some sort of question like, but do you know that person or something? Cheers. Do you know that person? And then Siri all of a sudden said, no, I cannot say anything about this. And that was just so weird and creepy. Yeah. So.
Okay, this pad is pretty. Oh, okay, it's
How
still
many-
there.
How many?
5.
5. Uh-oh. 1, 2.
Okay, these pads are really crummy.
On.
I hope I can.
2,
I hope there's
3,
enough left.
4, 5. Crap.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Have fun.
No,
I
I
found
dropped one. You found
Found
it? Oh god. Oh. So I'm so sorry.
I might still have some left
Yeah,
from
let's-
the last kit, actually.
Yeah, but let's just
But
not drop anything.
I would have
okay?
to search.
Yeah, and let's not do that. Let's not drop anything anymore.
So we are not lost if we lose the capacitor,
Yeah, but I just don't want to. Let's
but
not.
it might get more difficult tonight to get this thing running. So 1, 2. Where's the other one? 1, 2, 3. Did I say how many? Did I say?
5. You
Is
said
that
you
true?
need 5. I don't know.
Yeah, 5.
So one for the large one.
There should be one over there.
I mean, you just soldered it, right?
Oh, there's still one left. I forgot one.
Yeah, okay.
This one here. This one here, I forgot.
Ah, okay.
I was totally confused because I didn't see where the last capacitor was.
Do you know what I want to have? Shrimp.
I need to be careful. Okay, be fucking careful. I melted a bit of the cartridge connector.
But that's just plastic, right?
Yeah, but that is the problem why I shouldn't melt it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
It's
we
still
did it.
okay. Okay, that's something that you need to be super careful about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, I damaged it a little bit, but it's only superficial.
Okay.
Anyway, let's put some solder on here as well.
Okay.
Okay, good. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's the fifth one? Here.
Oh, that's quite sticky. You know what they actually look like? There's some, what's it called? The Baumkuchen?
Mm-hmm.
Baumkuchenstücke? And they look like that, actually.
Okay, could be.
Yeah.
Don't eat them, please.
I'm not gonna.
Also, people at home, don't eat them.
Don't do this at home.
Yeah, naturally.
Yeah, please don't.
The problem with don't do this at home is, I mean, that's just like
Don't push the red
I'm
button.
not responsible for what you're doing at home. Please don't do this. But stuff like this, I mean, I think there are a few people out there who do repairs on Game Gears. But I mean, I don't think there's anyone in here in Aachen or something doing
Probably
Game Gear repairs. So it's more or less I have to do this at home because no one else will do it for me.
Don't do this at home, but I have to do this at home. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But can't you open like a shop or something? Game Gear repairs?
Yeah, that's probably will close down pretty fast because I don't think there's so many.
Well, you've
There are
done...
probably still a few thousand left that
Yeah.
need repairing,
Probably.
but I don't think it's very sustainable.
Oh.
And you could do other repairs as well, and I think there are a few shops on the internet that do repairs, but it's also super expensive. I mean, if we do this like a hobby, it's fine. I mean, it's I could have gotten these for like €3 probably on Mauser,
Mm-hmm.
but I need to order a lot to get around the shipping costs.
Yeah, I see.
And so I bought these for €7 instead.
The pack or?
Yeah, the pack.
Okay.
Which is fine. Or €8, I don't know, something like that.
Yeah, but that's...
But the most expensive thing is the time that I spent doing this. Because if someone takes, like, let's say, 4 hours repairing this and installing an LCD mod, you pay him like €100 for the materials plus maybe €200 for the work, then you're at €300 already. And that's probably pretty low for something like that.
How much was that originally?
I don't know. You have to look it up.
Okay.
I don't know what the original price for the
Let
game
me check this.
was.
I'm curious now. I don't even know what the Game Boy cost back then.
I think they were like something around 300 Deutschmark, so 150 euros. But of course, given we have like inflation and stuff like that, it would be way more nowadays. Maybe more like 500 or 600.
No.
Doesn't say?
It's at $150 in 1991.
For the GameGear?
300 German mark.
For the what?
For the GameGear.
Okay.
Now let's check for the Game Boy. Oh, that's not it.
Okay, this last one went actually pretty nice. And then you had to buy games. I mean, you couldn't even make copies on with your friends, like with the PC or with the C64.
Wow.
So you had to buy all the games.
169 euros DM.
Introductory price.
Yes.
So that
That's
was like
quite
half
okay.
of it.
Yes.
Yeah, no wonder that they sold much more of those.
For a long time, the Game Boy was the most sold handheld console of the world. It was only
Oh
beaten
God,
by the
this is-
Nintendo DS.
Hmm. I mean, they sold it for 10 years or something
Yeah.
because they could,
Yes, exactly.
because there was nothing better or cheaper.
Yeah, I think cheaper, that's also the point. I mean, I was a big fan of the Game Boy, especially the original, the first one.
Crap.
What happened?
The one down here. I can't get at its side to actually do the soldering without melting the
Hmm.
connector. I think now I got it.
Okay. Very good.
Oh boy, this is terrible. Some of them look pretty
Great.
wonky. I did much better soldering jobs in the past. This is it.
This is it?
Yes.
Wow.
For the basic recapping. The question is now, does it work? And that's given that.
And
all the
will it
other
work?
things-
It will work.
Do we have batteries?
Didn't you charge them before?
Yeah, but I'm wondering if we have like regular batteries. But we don't need batteries. I have, the seller gave me the power
Oh,
supply.
yes, very nice.
That's much easier. Don't drink this, please.
I'm not gonna. Oh, that's alcohol, right?
Okay, now
Champagne.
I think there's probably only one person left.
And that might be us.
So whoever is still in the stream, you can place your bets now, if it will work or not. Luckily, I'm already
Two people now.
I'm pretty experienced now with this
I'm a bit
assembling
nervous.
and stuff. Oh, you can do me a favor and fetch one of the cartridges. Maybe Sonic 1, because that's easiest. Oh no, take the there's a racing game, because if we lose that, it doesn't matter because nobody likes it.
Racing game.
On the right side, right hand side.
We also have a wrestling game.
We also have a wrestling game.
A wrestling game.
Also pretty bad.
Super Monaco GP.
Yes.
And oh god. Is it called Raw?
What did I plug out?
I don't know.
Me neither. I will plug it back in.
Please do so.
This is the OSSC. I can plug it out.
Wrestling's rudest and roughest.
Okay, first of all, I will try
Please use this
plugging
one.
it in without a game.
Okay.
No. Turns off immediately. Okay. Which means that the power board is not okay, I think.
Ooh.
Which means we will borrow the shell from the orange.
Okay.
So that we at least know that this thing works.
Okay. So you will have to replace the power board eventually, right?
We might need
okay.
to replace the capacitors. That's just a guess. That's just a guess. It could be a lot of things. It could be the power board. It could be the display, like the backlight or something that's having a short or something, and then the power board switches off to protect itself.
Mm-hmm. I see.
Oh, we need a different bit.
Okay.
Oh, it's already pretty late. But we will
Is it?
at least make this test, because
Why?
if it's not the power board, we are more or less stuck anyway. Because that means more troubleshooting, and then I would suspect that it's something with the backlight or something like that. I would guess.
Okay.
So these lower ones are from our orange. So I picked up the orange GameGear, which is working still.
Yes.
Let's see if it's working afterwards.
Quite nicely, actually. Did I mention that I was a big fan of the Game Boy?
Yeah, I mean, the Game Boy is a great machine,
Yes.
and they managed to squeeze a lot of stuff into the Game Boy. But the GameGear, I think, I like the GameGear very much, because it's basically a shrunken down Master System. You can simply run Master System games on it.
Yeah.
Games could easily be ported.
But did you know anyone who had a Game Gear back then?
Yeah, I had one friend in school. Well, one friend.
Oh, wow.
We weren't really friends, but he was in my class. He was the only one.
Yeah. Because I knew one person that I met on vacation. And then I was playing with my Game Boy there. And then she was like, "Ooh, I have this." And I was just like, "Wow. Okay."
Yeah, and you could watch TV.
Yeah, I know that.
I have the TV receiver, but I
thought that
never
was really
tried
cool.
it.
Yeah. Would that technically work?
Nowadays, there's no signal anymore, but you can feed it. There's an external cable, external input, and you can just watch from any composite video source. So you can just hook up a VCR or anything else.
Yeah, okay.
You could even hook up a C64 and play C64 games
That's cool.
on it. Okay. So I hope that it will power on now, which means that the power board is just broken. And I can't plug it in because this one has the USB-C power board.
Oh, for God's sakes.
So,
How to build an operating system. I hope you have a series on this on your channel.
oh,
Coming soon.
Not really. Honestly, not really. I'm not sure we are equipped to do
Can you do...
how to operating systems. I mean, I think I know the principles, but I never written one, and there were like lectures in university about operating systems. It totally depends on which platform you're targeting, but yeah. Okay, okay, that's good. Oh, there's a hair or something in there. So let's
Why don't you take the wrestling game? That's even worse than the racing game.
no, let's take the Super Monaco. But actually, we could now use
Probably
anything.
you secretly play the wrestling game, right?
No, I just used it for testing.
Okay.
Okay, it does work, but as you can see,
Good.
the screen.
Yeah, there you
is-
go.
The screen is totally terrible. I can't see anything from where I'm standing.
And interestingly enough, on the screen here that I can see,
Yeah,
it's quite okay.
exactly. Okay, so it's definitely the power board.
Okay.
Okay. Can I get? Okay, let's just take Sonic, because now we know that it works. Let's try and
Let's take Sonic. Now we know it's gonna break.
And the idea would now be to try and recap the power board. Oh, the soundboard. Oh, it's actually my soundboard. Okay, this should... Oh god, the screen is terrible. I will definitely replace the screen.
I want to see that.
But it's a...
Oh, yes.
I think it works. It even works at 60 frames per second. So that's
pretty good. Can you move that a bit over there?
Like this.
Oh.
Let's play the first level and then think about what to do next.
What?
Oh.
Well, I'm gonna eat something else.
Oh shit. Almost fell down. No, no!
Oh God! You're doing great. You can do it. I believe in you. You've done
No,
this
I don't
million...
get to the bonus stage.
You've done this a million times. There you go.
Okay. You see how terrible the screen is regarding that? It doesn't even have... Oh,
But back then it was
has
fine.
contrast here. Yeah, there's a contrast
There we
wheel.
go.
Something like that? Well, I'm not sure.
You know what I forgot to buy? Are you playing the same? Oh no, it's a different level.
It's just same word, yeah. Okay, cool. So
Very nice. Very nice.
it does work. We have, yeah, we can have a short look if we can do anything about the. Oh wow! Why don't I get it out? Ah, because this locks everything into place.
Oh, really?
Yeah, naturally, because it's
That
sticking
makes
here,
sense.
but there's
yeah,
the
right. Makes sense.
the stuff. Oh no! Not pulling the wrong plugs. So basically here I replaced the whole shell and also replaced the power board with a modern one with USB-C input, which is nice, so you can just use any power source to play games. It doesn't charge, there's an option for that as well, and there's a new audio board because, as I said, I ripped off the pad at a trace, and the modern audio boards are also a bit higher quality, but well, the sound is not that great anyway to begin with.
You wanna do something with that?
Yeah, we just put it aside. But the question is now, can we in the remaining time fix the power board?
So what do we need to do then? Then?
Probably we could just replace the capacitors. That should be easy enough, I would say.
Yeah, well, that's
We need to take off this plastic thing here. It's glued down. It's so that there's
We always
no
glue everything.
shorting. Yeah, that's actually the only piece that's glued except for the glass in the front.
Okay.
It's not glass, but
Yeah.
like, they call it the glass.
Glass.
Okay, here's
Just like
I
champagne.
still have the look, the other one had a matte and this one is shiny.
Ah.
Stefan says Game Boy, all you can get out of a Z80. Yeah, actually the GameGear is also a Z80. It's actually a real Z80. I think the Game Boy uses a weird different version, but this one here uses a proper Z80 that is on one of the chips actually integrated, but the Master System, the original one, has a discrete Z80 CPU on the main board. And the Mega Drive even still has that for Master System compatibility, and also if you're in Mega Drive mode, you can use the Z80 to run the sound and the music. I think. Be careful with that, I still need that.
Wow, this really smells badly.
Can you leave it here because I
Yes.
still need it? Okay, here goes nothing, I think. Can we get this out? I think we might even use the desoldering gun now. Okay, here it is. Here is the power board. And let's just assume that the capacitors are broken.
So more
we
to eat.
fire up this. We will add some fresh solder to the capacitors. This is one. Because 30-year-old solder is always hard to desolder. So there's the trick to put some new stuff on there.
Stefan says should be easy to port games, but you're right, Nintendo did some dirty tricks.
Yeah, I think the Game Boy, as usual, Nintendo is very good at creating gaming consoles with low spec hardware and doing a lot with that. I mean, it's the same with the Wii and with the Switch. They actually all suck compared to other consoles. But they're still a lot of fun and they are cheap. I mean, they always make money off the consoles. Microsoft and Sony sometimes lose money on the consoles because they're so high spec and stuff like that. And Nintendo makes money just by selling consoles and then also games. And that's something that they do pretty well. Oh my god, there's so many things here. Okay, good. So, desoldering gun is here. Let's clean it because we noticed that it's a bit stuck. So I'll take the thinnest of these pokers. No, it's going through. It's fine. That's good enough because it was probably just hardened solder that just got melted when I turned it on. Can you very, very carefully pull at this one?
This one?
Yes.
Okay.
Very carefully. It should be easy.
Pull. Oh. There it is! Woohoo!
Can you take a look what value it is?
$820 6.3 volts. And this is what I need to get from the back.
Yes, it should be the biggest one, I think.
Okay. You want that now? You want that?
Not quite. I'm first desolder. Yeah, maybe yes, because maybe it's better to solder in.
There you go.
That's the same.
Well, it's the
820.
biggest one.
820, and the other one was also 820, right?
This one is 820. Yes.
Okay. Oh no. The hole is
Yes.
not good. To say it nicely. There's something in the hole and I don't get it out. So, desoldering braid.
I'm gonna bury myself. I'm sorry.
Oh boy.
Please don't pinch your finger. What's wrong there?
Oh goodness. I hate it.
Can I help you in some way?
I wish. Let's try to use the
Solder.
solder sucker. I can see through it a little bit. I think now it's better. Yeah, I think now it's better. So these are also way more modern. Could be that they are also solid. Yeah, almost. You see? Like sticking.
Oh,
there.
yes. There you go.
Now I get it. Okay, let's put it in place. Do you want to do something here or?
Yeah, sure, I can do it.
Sorry, I already did one leg. Then let me first desolder the other one.
Go ahead, don't worry. You know, it's fine.
Because these 100. Do we have 100? Do we have 100?
Is it big or small?
Yeah, probably not super huge. What? It
100.
should be 100.
And 25 volts. That's this one here.
That's good.
And then I have 20. I dropped it. 22. They don't break when you drop them, right?
No, they're pretty sturdy, and I have lots of these, so don't worry.
So this one is 100.
I don't get it out. Yeah, that's good. Sorry, I bumped the camera. Good grief, it's so hard. I have one leg out, the other I don't. It's terrible. Let me try to add some more solder so it gets sucked out with a fresh solder.
I can help you. Can I help you?
Not now, maybe in a second.
Okay.
Ah. You can try very gently pulling at this one while I heat it up. Very gently.
There you go.
Yeah, thank
and
you.
it's also, you're welcome. Also very hot. Ouch.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
You have the best
You know,
job.
I boulder. I have thick layer of leather skin on my hands.
Her touches are so nice.
It's like peeling. Still, I'm a lovely person.
Okay, here we go. And the last one. That's a
22.
22.
Told ya. Did you use all the 10 red thingies?
The what?
The 10 red,
The
the red ones. Oh no, here they are.
be careful, be careful, be
I'm careful.
You're using the keyboard.
Yes.
Don't. Because it might stop the stream or something.
Oh no! That's not.
Not that there are too many people here.
Still.
Yeah, we got now 4 people, and
Oh.
one of them is us, I think. I don't understand. This is very interesting what we're doing.
3 people are having a great time. Plus us. I'm having a great time.
I'm not happy, I'm not happy. No, this is clean, okay, it's not about this. I will add more fresh solder because
That helps.
I didn't do it for the last one and I think it was a bad decision. I'm not even sure why that makes it easier. Maybe it's the flux that's in the solder, in the fresh solder.
Oh.
Okay, let's destroy my iPhone.
Let's
Sorry.
not do that.
With the hot air, oh no, not hot air, but the desoldering gun.
Be careful. Smoke of solder hurts your eyes. Use a fan.
Yeah, we have a fan.
Yeah, and we can also open the... Let's just open the window. Let's do that.
The fan is down here. And actually, this kind of flux is actually not super terrible and I'm trying to avoid it. But you're right, it irritates the eyes. But even worse, there's this liquid one that's based on, I don't know, some halogens or something. And that is really terrible. Okay, I think I need your help again.
That's what I'm here for. Which one? This one, right?
The remaining black one.
Okay.
Just very carefully. Can you... maybe let me first try it like this. Okay, I think I lifted the leg. Maybe I can do it myself. But I think I will use the... Okay, let's try again. Oh, sorry.
For crying out loud! I can do that. Let me do it.
You can use this.
Yeah, no.
Just pull. Don't snip it off.
Yeah.
But just use it for pulling. What about a CPM port? What is for the for one of the machines? Well, the GameGear definitely has too little RAM. It has, I think, only 2 or 4 kilobytes of RAM. Super little amount. And I think the Game Boy is similar. They have both not enough RAM.
There you go.
Thank you.
I did it! Oh.
Bam. And let's have a look at all 3 capacitors on the component tester. Because I bet...
Here's the last one, by the way.
I'm first gonna clean up this mess because it's...
That's fine. Go ahead.
looking like it's shorted a bit. So I don't think you can do a CPM port without putting extra, at least extra RAM on the cartridge. Oh, come on! Okay, this opened up. this open up a little. Okay, let's try it. Okay, as I said, it opened up a little, but not enough.
Just push it through very hard.
No,
Okay, just don't do that.
can't do that.
Okay.
But I will melt the solder from the other side. Yeah.
Could be a song. Melt the solder from the other side.
By which band?
Genesis. Always.
Post Peter Gabriel or
Most. Absolutely. Although it could be Peter Gabriel era. But there are a couple of songs like Me on the Shoreline.
if you don't mind, the pads here are very close together. I would like to solder
Yeah,
that.
go ahead.
Because if you don't mind.
Things I
Okay,
can't
we
do,
desoldered
I can.
the stuff here to less 4 CPM. That's really low spec. Amazing what games could run out of it. Yeah. Maybe you could run Zork on the Game Boy. Or some other text adventure. It doesn't make any sense because you have so little text on there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it could probably be done. So, what do you think? Will the power board work now?
Yes.
Oh, what you could do is test the capacitors by sticking them in
And then.
and then if it works. Otherwise, you need to do it like this
Okay.
and hold them down. You can check if you
I
can.
don't think that this will work, to be honest. Okay, so I hold that down and then. Oof,
Press the test button.
that really is crappy, though.
Oh goodness.
Is this switched on? Ah, the blonde girl.
It's switched on by pressing the test button. Otherwise, it's off.
Interesting, because that didn't work.
Ah, Mr. Big says we need a Modmaster XT break. Yeah, we can do that in a minute. We're almost done here.
Okay.
I'm gonna put the. Oh no, this looks terrible. Sloppy.
867 microfarad instead of 820.
1.2% loss. 0.26. Okay, that looks fine. That actually looks fine.
But 867
Yeah, that's
instead of
fine.
820 is
Yeah, they are pretty. They have like 20%
if you say so.
difference or variance, whatever, or accuracy.
Okay.
That is totally fine. So it could be something
For
different.
the second one, it says no unknown or damaged part. But I'm just not sure whether I'm holding it down right.
Yeah, you can try again.
No unknown or damaged part.
Okay, maybe it's just damaged. That could explain something.
I'm gonna do it a third time. 3 times a charm.
No, it's probably broken.
Let me do that.
And this one is probably
Too small.
maybe it has probably. You can probably put it in here.
Like this?
Yes, and then pull the lever down. And then
Oh, yeah,
slightly
there you go.
tugging at it. Yeah, it works. Okay, I recapped the power board. It's testing, and still testing. Okay, it says 0.4. Oh, ESR 86 ohms. That's almost dead.
And 44 microfarad instead of 22.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
twice
that's
as high.
it's totally off.
Okay.
I would say 2 out of 3 are broken. The big one is still alive, but the rest is garbage.
Okay, so that works.
So before we switch to Modmaster XT, I will do another test with this thing.
That was fun.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yes.
Where are the little screws? Where did I put them?
There?
No, there.
Okay.
I hope if we don't get any sound because the audio board has broken caps, that's fine. We won't do that today because that takes too long. But if we get at least a power on, I would be happy.
Yes.
I need the front case. Brilliant. Oh, I forgot to. Yeah, that's something I always forget. But we can work around that. For now, I won't plug in the audio board, I think.
Why not?
Yeah, okay, I can plug in my audio board.
Okay. I just wanted an explanation.
Actually,
I didn't want to convince you.
Actually, maybe not. Maybe the error lies on the audio board. Could
Okay,
be.
I see.
So I'm leaving out the audio board. If there's a short circuit or something like that, we will see. And I'm gonna use the cable. So
is that really
let's see.
closed? Because there seems to be a gap.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
No, it's on. Okay, it's either the recapping of the power board, or it's the recapping of the power board, or it's the audio board. So now to see
Yes,
if
fingers
the
crossed. Thank you.
audio board is still working, we're gonna close it up again and then power it up.
Do you want a game?
First without a game. It's still working. Great.
Okay.
So now we can. Now we can try with the game. Let's take Sonic again.
Okay. Where's the Monaco
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
garbage?
Somewhere over the rainbow.
In the garbage.
Ay ay ay.
Oh no.
Doesn't work right now. But that doesn't say anything. Just retry. Nope. Let's take another game.
Yeah.
Just for fun, give me the. Yeah, where's actually the
That's
Monaco game?
what I asked you. You said I don't
Yeah, just
care.
give me the. I probably put it back
Back where?
over there where the other games are, but doesn't matter. Okay, this one works.
Okay, interesting.
Something fishy with. Okay, so the power board is working.
Monaco's here.
Yeah, great. So something fishy with the connection with the
Okay.
cartridge.
Hey, but that's pretty cool. Not the game, but the fact that it works. Awesome. Wow, that's so 90s.
Yeah. I'm just.
Is there Hulk Hogan on there?
Oh, there's no sound. So the soundboard needs recapping.
Okay.
Okay.
Could have been so nice. But that's interesting, the...
Look, I'm kicking the guy in the nuts, probably.
Oh, God.
Okay. Well, it works. Which shows us...
You want to try this game?
No, it's okay. Because we see that it works. The soundboard doesn't work. I would simply do a recap later on this as well, but I think it's getting late. It's 10 in the evening here now, and we've been at it for almost 2 hours.
That's true.
I would call this a partial, or I would call it a success.
Yeah, come on, that was
Because
pretty good. High
it
five
was,
for you.
it was completely dead. It was switching off after a fraction of a second. So indeed, the problem again were the capacitors. The power, probably on the main board, I think every capacitor is probably gone, because these little plastic cans, they are garbage. They are in each and every GameGear. They are broken and leaked and everything. This little tiny capacitor from the power board was still good, as we measured, but probably the two other ones were dead and or completely failing, because this one had double its capacity but super high ESR, and this one didn't register at all. So this was like, it was probably just open circuit at this point, because all the electrolyte evaporated and it was just like two pieces of wire, I guess. Okay, so that did help. We don't have sound, but we have sound. The good thing is we have sound when using the replacement soundboard here from the orange GameGear, which means it can be fixed. It is probably the capacitors on there as well. We have these little tiny SMD style aluminum capacitors. They are the round ones. Can you see it? They're like, I think there are 4, 5. There are
the
5.
white ones?
Yeah, they are like shiny silver. 1, 2, 3, and there are, if I hold it like this, there are 3 more, or like 2 more under the shielding. So there are 5 in total. And last time I tried to desolder them, I ripped off the pad. So this time we need to be much more careful. I've seen some people use the snips here, like these things, to cut them open and then carefully solder them off or something. People twist them off, but as I said, the pads here are pretty fragile, so I won't do that. I will try to desolder them. Maybe you can help me, and then we can go with 2 irons from each side, like the pincers, because we don't have the pincers, we need 2 irons. And that should work, hopefully. And afterwards, the whole thing should have sound again, I hope. And then we would have a functioning GameGear with a crappy screen. And yeah, we can use it for a while like that, but in the end, I think I will do another screen mod, because it's so much better with the new screen. Because I find it very interesting to see the old screen working. And that it still works after 30 years. It's pretty amazing. But the contrast and the colors and the ghosting, like it has a really high motion blur. It's very slow to react.
Ghosting?
Yeah, because you see like images from half a second ago. Not like half a second, but a fraction of a second ago. It's very blurry. I think the new one is so many times better. For people who didn't see that, maybe I can just show by plugging this in. And I think in the end it will turn out probably a bit better than what I did here, because I didn't know what to do at first and made some mistakes. But I mean, it's working, and it's being played on a lot, which is nice. So we could order a new soundboard, but I think this time we can try just replacing the capacitors, because I think the soundboard is fine because it has just this tiny speaker. So let's show off the people what a come on, screen mod looks like, and it's
so good. That's true.
I can twist and turn it because it's an IPS display. It's loads better. Actually, it looks even better in person. You see a pretty picture here.
Yeah.
No, abbrechen.
Damit kann ich dir leider auf dem Mac nicht helfen.
What is wrong with
Did
her?
I say the trigger word? I don't think so. And yeah, let's turn it a little
she's a
bit
bit
down.
off today, apparently.
You can see my and this looks like, in my opinion, it looks just leagues better. The contrast is better. There's very fast reaction times. The only thing but you won't notice that right away if you're not used to it, is that the pixels are not scaled evenly. If I go, I can only go this close. Especially here in the dithering of the palm tree, you can see that the pixels have different sizes, because one GameGear pixel does not match to one pixel on the replacement screen, but like sometimes it's 2 pixels, sometimes 4, so they each have different size, and if you play it for a lot and look very closely, you will notice that there's something like that. But there's also something like this where you get the scan lines, because the original screen has these weird vertical scan lines. This will make this effect less noticeable, and it will look more like an original GameGear then. But yeah, I don't care for that too much, so you can switch this. And you can also... Wait a second. It's always it's very hard to press this with the camera in the way. No?
Do you need
Actually,
help?
now it's zoomed in. You can zoom in, basically. Now we can't see all the screen. And this is zoomed out. So this is perfect pixel, perfect scaling. Basically, one GameGear pixel is now one replacement screen pixel. But obviously, the picture gets tiny, as you can see. And this is obviously also not perfect. But all in all, I must say, now we have 2
Very nice.
working GameGears, minus the sound here and minus the LCD mod. And I still think it looks in pretty nice shape. I probably won't replace anything but the screen and the capacitors on the soundboard.
Yeah.
Because I think you can still play it. Also, the pads are still fine. I don't think they need replacement either.
That's good. I'm gonna leave it.
It would be nice to have a different shell with a bright color or something, but I think I would leave it for now like this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You don't want to throw.
Stefan's saying something. The IPS controller is probably able to run CPM. I think Stefan needs a CPM machine. I think this much is known by now. I'm gonna turn on the 486 and remove the diskette. And we need the actually no, we need the OSSC back, so I need to unplug the power supply. Where's the here's the OSSC. Yeah, that's the Sound Blaster card being annoyed.
Oh, okay.
High-pitched whine. Actually, CPM is the operating system that Gary Kildall invented. Because we were watching Computer Chronicles the last 2 weeks, like 2 or 3 episodes.
Amazing.
With Gary Kildall as co-host, and I love that show because it shows all the cool computers from the 1980s, basically. And as I said, Gary Kildall is there commenting on stuff and showing off stuff of his own, but mostly other people's stuff. Whoops! There we have it.
What are you doing now?
Stefan has a C128, which is
Awesome.
made by Bill Hurd. We read his book.
I know.
Or at least, I think.
Through the storm?
Back into the Storm.
Back into the storm.
Back into the Storm, yeah. Very interesting read.
Absolutely.
He's not a good writer, but I think it was a very, very nice story.
But I think he didn't write it all by himself.
No,
right?
I think there was someone helping him.
Yeah, but it was,
Yeah, I think he's an interesting character, to say the least.
Absolutely.
And he achieved some very long-lasting things with
Didn't we watch that one?
CCC watch a talk by him as well.
On YouTube,
That's true.
That was
So,
awesome.
any wishes? I will wait for a minute or so, then we can... We can't here, I think Dope will trigger a copyright strike, as well as anything from Future Crew, but I think DJ Hoffman doesn't have any copyright strikes on his things, or copyright. There's also a bit of jazz music.
Like.
Yeah, like Panic, I can't play Panic, that will give a copyright strike. Or Satellite 1. But Pattern Skank would be nice. Yeah, Starshine, we can outscan plates, purple motion.
Well, I like Way Too Rude.
Wait, we have that in the beginning.
I know, and I still like that.
I will take pattern skank, I think.
Okay.
No one objecting. Let's play pattern skank. It was this entry for the revision.
Yes? For the revision?
I don't know which revision because I can't read.
Oh!
Revision 2013.
Oh! That's a while ago.
That's 4 voices. So that could run on an original Amiga, given enough RAM, I think. Not sure how much it uses. And it's also a very tricky mod, I think. And I think Modmaster by now plays it pretty well.
Why don't we have a C128?
Because they are expensive. If you want to spend the money, you can buy a C128. But I think even the keyboard variant is like 250 euros or something at the moment if you look at on eBay.
So
And
if you want to
the
send
desktop-
us money, go ahead.
Or a C128. Maybe it's broken. You can send us a broken one and we can try to fix it.
Yeah, we will fix it in a live stream.
And the desktop version is I think even more expensive because it's more rare, I think. It has the built-in floppy drive,
Yeah,
which
okay.
is pretty sought after, I think, because it's like double-sided, and all the other all the other drives are single-sided that we have. Yeah. Anyway, that's more or less it for today. We repaired the GameGear, minus the sound.
Well, actually, let's be fair. You did it, and I was just drinking
But-
champagne.
Which is fine. Next GameGear you can do. You saw everything I did. It's no
Yeah, next.
Big
okay,
deal.
No big deal. We'll do it.
And then we have 3 GameGears. Okay, so share, like, subscribe, blah blah blah, all the things. Be nice to each other. Stay healthy. Don't be a dick on the internet.
Yes.
Don't be a dick in real life.
Yes. Very good. Thank you.
And I have a revision T-shirt on, actually, because this is a revision 2013, but this
I
is from
don't.
last year's revision. And it's even the supporter shirt, which costs like 200 euros or something.
What? Oh yeah.
Which I
right,
didn't
right.
pay because they forgot to send me one, and they only had the supporter shirts left. So I got a supporter shirt.
That was great.
Even though I'm not a supporter.
Well, that,
I mean, I paid the ticket fee and watched it online because it was like online.
I think it was only online, right?
Of course, last year it was only online. This year it was, I think, back to normal. Was it? Or was
We
it
watched
still
it in
online?
Paris. Remember that?
Yeah,
I think
I
it
don't
was
know.
still in the living room of some of the people.
maybe. But most of the demo scene parties are now back in person, and I think revision next year could be back in Saarbrücken and Theater. Maybe we can go there, but it's Easter. It's always family stuff. So let's see. We can take the kids. They want to go see demos. They do.
They will think
Yeah.
they want
So
to.
that was Pattern Skank. Have a nice evening.
It was
Goodbye.
fun.
Thank you for joining.
Bye.